Hey, this is Bluayado challenge. It's a really quick one for people who are into stock splits. There's a few upcoming big stock splits that's coming out, which are the highlights here. It's going to be Coca-Cola, Fastenal, um, O'Reilly is tentative, and Interactive Brokers. So Coca-Cola is having a 10 for 1 stock split. This is a forward stock split. For every one share you have, you're going to have 10 afterwards. So this is already confirmed and approved, and that's going to be on May 27th, 2025. So you have to buy it before that. Next up is Fastenal. Ticker is FAST. That's a 2 for 1 stock split. That's going to happen on May 22nd. So that's earlier than Coca Cola. Then the next highlight is Interactive Brokers. That's a 4 for 1 stock split plan for June 17th. And then it's O'Reilly. O'Reilly is still is a 15 for 1 stock split, but it's still for June 9th. But it's pending shareholder approval. That meeting is May 15th. So it depends on if they approve the stock split or not, or if they change the rate. So right now it's planned for 15 for 1. I don't know what options are on their stock on their shareholder meeting, if it's a change of rate or if it's not to have it at all. So I don't hold the security, so I have no privy to what's on the shareholder meeting agenda. But they're supposed to have the meeting on May 15th, and if it's approved, then this will go through. But if not, then this, buying this in advance doesn't make any sense because it might not happen. But if you think it might happen, and the price might be lower because everybody's waiting to see if it really happens or not, then that'd be a good idea. But let's look at how much these things cost. Yahoo. hmm So let's go with Coke first because that's a guaranteed one. That's happening. It's a lot of money per share. But again, this is 10 for 1. So you could play it either way. Most people sell off after the stock split because it would have ran up a lot before it happened. You still got at least 15 days before the stock split happens for it to run up or not. So you can buy it now and then get 10, at the end at the new divided by 10 price. Or you can wait till people start selling it off and might get it cheaper per one, and then you might end up paying less than this just to get one. I mean, either way you go, I'd probably most likely buy it after the stock split. That's what I'll do because I'm not going to be caught up in the run up of Coca Cola. But let's see. That's just a potential play. Sometimes it could go good. Like I know I got really caught out there with Chipotle. Chipotle was a nice one share I had in my account. It was $3,000, and then they did that 50 for 1 stock split, and the price has never been back to 3,000 since I got 50 shares. That still is not worth 3,000 right now. 'Cause market is down too, which is making it look even worse. So that was a bad split. It did make it more accessible, but you completely lost your whole, you know, price appreciation when they did that stock split on Chipotle. It was not good for the current shareholders. It probably was better for whoever bought it afterwards, but it wasn't good for whoever held it before. Like me, who had my nice one share that was going between 3,000 and 3,200, looking awesome, and then it wasn't. So that's one. How much is Fast? Fast is going for how much? $79. This is having a what kind of split? 2 for 1. All right, so these gonna be $40 afterwards. All right. Next up is O'Reilly, which is not approved yet. Again, meeting is May 15th, but ORLY. How much is that going for? ORLY. O'Reilly Automotives. You guys see these stores all around. I have a couple of these stores out here, so I mean they're doing pretty good business. But it's 1,360. It dropped $17. Again, probably because they ran up when they heard about the stock split, but a lot of people who look deeper into the story knows that it's not officially approved yet. So I mean, this could not happen, which is a potential thing that could happen here. It could not be approved. So 1,360 for that one. It could do a run up and you do really well. Again, this one I'm going to sit and wait. And again, I'll probably buy after the stock split. I'll pick up a couple of shares. I don't need 15 of these. I'll probably pick up five afterwards when the price goes down. So, I mean, O'Reilly, I don't think it does that great that I need to hold 15 of these for any reason. So, five is enough. That's just my take on it. And then last up is Interactive Brokers, IBKR. This is a brokerage house, like the rest of these guys, E Trade and everything like that. I happen not to use it, but a lot of people do. So this is a guaranteed one. This is gonna happen. 184, and it's a is it 4 for 1? It's 4 for 1. So probably be like $50 each or something like that, 40 something dollars each. Afterwards, again, if anything, I'll buy it after the stock split. When people start selling it out of it, and price might drop a little. So I'm not gonna buy any of these before the stock split. But for whoever likes to do that and think they're getting a great deal, can go for it. But for these names right here, Coke, Fastenal, O'Reilly, which is pending, and Interactive Brokers, I personally am not buying any of these before the stock split. If anything, I'll buy it afterwards and see if they go back up again. But that's my take on these upcoming stock splits. Four of them that are looking really good. Obviously, it was different ones on here, but again, if it says 1 to 20, this is a reverse stock split. Probably means the security is not doing so well. So only the forward stock splits is what I was looking at, which is the 10 for 1 for Coca Cola, the 2 for 1 for Fastenal, the 15 for 1 for O'Reilly, which is pending, and the Interactive Brokers 4 for 1. Only forward splits here. Reverse splits is an indication that something didn't go right with that company. So really not looking at that. These other ones out here. So that's the quick upcoming stock splits for May and June. If you're into buying into stock splits, which I'm a dividend investor, so I'm not really I do speculation sometimes, but not all the time. All of these are not interesting enough for me to go into the war of the price upgrades for people trying to buy into it pre stock split, and the overrated price of these things that's going to go up on it. So no. But if you wanted to know, I'm here for information, and this is the information I have for upcoming stock splits for May and June. Thank you for watching the Bluayado channel. This is called upcoming stock splits for May and June, with the 4 ones for Coke, Fastenal, Interactive Brokers, and pending on O'Reilly May 15th shareholder meeting for it to be approved for the 15 for 1. All right, thank you for watching the Bluayado channel. See you next time.